guys, Autumn here today for day 2 of VLOGMAS. Today I am doing my trip wrap-up, which is October and November wrap-up. I read 21 books in those 2 months, which is pretty good, but I only own 6 physical copies. Most of them I own on my Kindle, or I got the audiobook from my library. So I'm going to start with the 6 physical copies, and then I'm just going to list the other books and talk very briefly about them, because I don't want this video to be that super long. So the first book I read was Fire Inside. Actually, these are not in like any particular order when I read them. These are just, I'm just going to show you the 6 physical books and then the other ones. But Fire Inside by Kristen Ashley. This is book 2 in the Chaos series. This follows Lainey and Hop. I'm still sick, so sorry. And Lainey you met in Motorcycle Man, because she is best friends with the main protagonist in that series, Cherry, which is not her name, but that's her nickname, because I can't remember her name right now. And in that story, Lainey was engaged to Elliot, and he was wanted by the Russian mob, and she got kidnapped, and he died. So this one is her trying to move on from that ordeal, and she goes to Hop, and she wants like a one-night stand from him, and yeah, it goes on from there. I really enjoyed it. Gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars. So yeah. The next 2 books I read are books 11 and 12, but before I show you, a lot of these books that from the physical books will be in my book haul, my trip book haul, so you guys get a little sneak peek. But I've read books 11 and 12 in the Rosemary Beach series by Ivy Glines, which is When I'm Gone and When You're Back. Both of these books follow Mace and Reese. I gave them both 5 out of 5 stars, and these 2 books are my favorite in the series so far. I really enjoyed Mace and Reese's story. Mace is Harlow's half-brother, and he lives in Texas, right? On a farm. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Texas, and then like he is visiting Harlow, and Reese is their house cleaner, and she injured herself when she was cleaning Nan's house, and Mace takes her to the hospital. And then they start building a friendship, and yeah, I really enjoyed these 2. Give them 5 out of 5 stars, and can't wait to read the newest book, which is The Best Goodbye, which came out yesterday. I placed a hold on it for my library on the audiobook, and I should probably get that in the next few days. So yeah. Then I have The Road That Leads to Us by Macaulay S. Monster. This is book 1 in the Us series. This is kind of a little bit of a spin-off of her 2 other series, Trace plus Olivia and the Willow Creek series, because this follows Dean Wentworth, who is Trace and Olivia's son from the Trace plus Olivia series, and Willow Wade, who is Maddox and Emma's daughter from the Willow Creek series. This follows Willow. She's just coming home from college, and she still doesn't know what she wants to do for with her life, and she wants to go on a road trip, but her friends canceled on her. So she came home, and then Dean offered to go with her. Dean and Willow are best friends since they grew up near each other. So Dean offers to take her on the road trip. And they went on a road trip, and then they start like falling in love, and it's just a really cute contemporary new adult. There are some steamy times, and I just love this cover. It's so pretty, and this is also signed, which I'll show you. So, 5 out of 5 stars. Really enjoyed it. This just came out in October. I think it came out on the 29th of October. So, but I read it the day it came out, and it's just so pretty. I just love the cover. And I can't wait to reread this because I read it on my Kindle. So to have the physical copy, I'm super excited to reread this. And then I read After Ever Happy by Anna Todd. This is the 4th and final book in the After series. I started this book sometime in the beginning of this year, and I put it down because I wasn't really reading it, and then I picked it up, and I'm glad I did because I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Really enjoyed the conclusion of this series, and I really love this series. This follows Tessa and Hardin. Won't go much into detail because it is the 4th book. Also, Before comes out on the 12th of December, so in like 10 days, which I pre-ordered that, and that's in Hardin's point of view before he met Tessa. So I'm excited to read that. So yeah. And then the last physical book that I have is Half-Blood by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. Really enjoyed it. This follows Alex, who is a half-blood, and Aiden, who is pureblood. I really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to continue on with the rest of the series. And I really do enjoy these covers too. They're very pretty. I've never read Vampire Academy, which people say this is very similar to that, but I've never read it, so this is all new to me. But I really enjoyed it and can't wait to continue on with this series. Now on to my Kindle books / library books that I read. I read the first 5 books in the Addicted series by Krista and Becca Ritchie, which is Addicted to You, Rico? I don't know how to say that, sorry. Which is 1.5. 2 is Addicted for Now. 3 is No, 4 is the spin-off series, Calloway's Sister, which is the Kiss the Sky. I gave them all 5 out of 5 stars. I really am loving that series right now. But there are very big books, and they take a while to read, but they're very, like, you move through them very quickly. The 1.5, and 2 follow Lily and Lo. Lily is a sex addict. She So she's like, they're just, all 3 books like revolve around her and how she's handling that. Hello is an alcoholic, and it's showing how he's handling that, and they're moving, wow, I'm so sorry. How they're handling their addictions, and moving on. And then Kiss the Sky is about Rose and Connor, which meet in Addicted to You. This is their book. And I gave that 5 out of 5 stars. And yeah, I'm really enjoying that series. Then I read Relentless by sorry, Cassia Leo, which is book 1 in the Shredded Heart series. I gave this 3.5 out of 5 stars. This follows Claire and Chris and Adam. There's like a love triangle. Claire and Chris met in foster care. And Chris is a musician. But Claire and Chris used to go out when they were in foster care. And then this takes place like 3 or 4 years after the last time she saw Chris, and she has a boyfriend named Adam. Yeah, I did enjoy it. And then the next one I read was Purpose by Christy Cook. This is book 2 in the Full Server series. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Really enjoyed it. This follows Alexis and Tristan, and I can't go into too much detail because it is book 2, but really enjoyed it. Then I read Liberty by C.A. Rose, which is aka Aurora Rose Reynolds. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. It's book 2 in the, what is that, Offered Something series. And this follows Fern and Carter. Really enjoyed it. Very quick read. I think it was like 100 pages. It's like a little novella. Really good. Then I read Addicted Accidentally Hers by Jane Beck. I gave this 3.5 out of 5 stars. This was a Net Gala read I got from Net Gala. And this follows Avery and Gray. Gray was in a car accident by Avery's brother. Avery's brother accidentally hit Gray. And Avery is a physical therapist, and she was the only one in their small Colorado town, so she helps Gray with his physical therapy, and they slowly fall in love. It was a cute contemporary winter read. And then I read Songbird by Sydney Logan. This follows Callie and Devin. Um, they met at was one of their friends' wedding, and they had a one night stand. Callie ends up pregnant, and that they just go through the pregnancy together. And yeah, and I gave that 5 out of 5 stars. Excuse me. And then I read another Net Gala book, which is Letters to Love by Serena Lane. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars, and this follows Bella and Noah. This is kind of like the movie Life as We Know It and P.S. I Love You, like because their best friends died in a car crash, and they left their 2 sons to Bella and Noah as their guardians. And Bella's sister wrote letters to Bella. And I think it was like every week, she got a new letter in telling her to do stuff with Noah and how, and through the letters they begin to fall in love, and it's a very good book. I really enjoyed this book. If you liked Life as We Know It and P.S. I Love You, you may want to check that book out. Then I read Clay by Regina Bartley, and as follows Clay and Caroline. Clay is a billionaire. He's working at his family's office business. And then he meets Caroline as she comes to work as his assistant. Caroline is a very nice worker. I was gonna say like a spoiler, and then I decided not to. So, but this one I gave 5 out of 5 stars. Really enjoyed it, and it was my first Regina Bartley book, and it won't be my last. I really did enjoy that book. Then I read Nerd by Tamara Herbert. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. This is book one of the hashtag series. It follows Rumble and Romeo. Rimmel is the nerd, and she has to tutor Romeo. I don't know what subject. I forgot what subject. And Romeo is like the quarterback of their high school, and then they get to know each other, and Romeo is pledging in their sorority, and one of his like challenges for the thing is to sleep with Renan, and so that's why he gets to know him. And it's a very cute contemporary read. I really enjoyed it. Gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Then I read book 2 in the Driven trilogy by Kay Bombard, and this I gave 4 out of 5 stars. Really enjoyed it, and it follows Riley and Colton. You just get more of their story. Really enjoyed it. And the last book I read was Nowhere But Here by Katie McGarry. I give this 3 out of 5 stars. I enjoyed this. This was my first Katie McGarry book, and this follows Emily and Oz. Emily went and spent a few months with her biological father and grandma. Um, and then she meets Oz, which he's trying to become a member of their motorcycle club. Um, and yeah, I'm so sorry that I'm all over the place in this video. But those are all 21 books I've read during my trip. And if you want me to do a review of any of these books, just comment down below if you've read any of these books and liked any of them. Comment down below, and I'll see you guys later. Here are the 6 physical books I read, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.